Hello! Welcome to White Tarot, where the reader is bubbly, but the readings can get dark. I am working on the October 1st half readings for all the zodiac signs, and right now I am going to be working on. Why can I never remember who I'm? Libra. I'm going to be working on Libra. Okay, let's go. No. Oh. Ooh, finally! Death and the Three of Swords. And the Lovers and Temperance. Cool. Mother of Swords feels like it attaches to the Lovers. Ace of Cups. Ace of Wands. The Hermit. Oh, okay. The World. Yeah, I figured. All right. Mother of Swords. The World. No. The Hermit and then the World. And then the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands and the Son of Cups. All right. This is some pretty straightforwardish energy. So, you know how the last few readings I've basically been trying to drill it into Libra to go deeper. Don't stay in the woo-woo superficial. Go deeper. Well, with the Death and the Three of Swords, it really doesn't get any deeper than that, does it? Before I get into this, though, let's see if there's a keyword from the pendulum. Yes, I started to incorporate the pendulum in my readings. So we shall see if the pendulum has any word for Libra. O. N. I. O. N. And what did I just tell you? What did I just say? I said go deeper. What do onions have? Layers. Let's go into the archetypes too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to split the deck wherever. Nope, that spot right there seemed right. And we've got the village. The hometown, the family, the tribe. The village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. Seriously, what have I been saying? Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the village is present anytime we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its parameters will never satiate our thirst for life. Thank the village for all it has provided, knowing you will someday return, for now the world awaits. Intimate, rooted, intergenerational, communal, when dark, small-minded, gossipy, trapped, restricted. Go deeper. Haruki Murakami's Hard-Boiled Wonderland and the End of the World. Haruki Murakami is an excellent writer, by the way, so if you haven't checked out any of his books, do. Was he the one that also wrote Colorless? Or was that Tsukuru Tazaki? Anyway, the village moves with you as it is more of a mindset than a physical place. Returning to the village is as important as leaving it. This can be thought of as a completion or an integration of what you learned out in the wild. And what I have been telling Libra for, I think, the last few readings now is to go deeper, because your usual coping mechanisms and coping strategies are not meant to work right now. That's kind of the point of the eclipse season. So Libra does have a tendency of kind of reaching for the superficial when uncomfortable. This is just a trait. Me as a Taurus, I tend to reach for creature comforts. Yep, we all do it. We all do it. It's okay. But right now is not the time for that. Right now, it's eclipse season. Right now, it's overhaul time. Right now, it's doing things differently time. And what this feels like is that you may have gotten to a point where, yeah, your usual coping mechanisms, your usual coping strategies really aren't working. And you have no choice but to change because your back is against the wall. There's no way to scratch the itch. The usual stuff that usually works is not working right now. That's what this feels like. With death and rebirth, Three of Swords, yeah, you're uncomfy. You're uncomfy and you don't know how to make it better. But that's just the time that we're in right now. And then we've got Temperance, healing, like real healing, balancing, digging deeper. And the Lovers too feels like a card of balance because you see how these geese are flying next to each other. The Lovers is also about a decision that needs to be made, a choice. Mother of Swords, it feels like you're finally doing the hard thing. Whether this be cutting a person, situation, or mindset out of your life. You know, the realization that the usual stuff that you do to numb yourself of your discomfort aren't working. And so that makes another situation in your life more uncomfortable than it usually is. And it seems like you're finally cutting ties with that. The Hermit, which is kind of the opposite of Libra because Libra is a very social sign. It's very connection oriented, but it looks like in the process of digging deeper, you do need to be alone for a while. The World, endings and beginnings, new cycles. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Son of Cups. These just all re-emphasize the new beginnings vibe. Ace of Wands with action, Ace of Cups with matters of the heart, Son of Cups again with matters of the heart. It looks like you're digging deeper within yourself and actually finding something that does make you happy on a more genuine level. But it comes after a period of alone. It's almost like where you'd normally, like when you feel yourself feeling some type of way, you would normally hit up your best friend and be like, hey, let's go out for lunch or something. And then you go on a shopping spree with them and then you buy some new trinkets and you just feel all better. Right now, you're not doing that. Right now, you're sitting by yourself, sitting in your feelings and feeling them. The usual stuff that you do to numb it's not working. And because it's not working, there are truths that you just can't ignore. Mother of Swords says that also. The image that I get is like there's like, let's say like a bubble on the wall, right? Then you paint over it and you expect it to go away and it doesn't. And then the paint over the bubble just cracks and peels off. And then you paint over it again, but it's persistent and it keeps coming back. So you're like, I can't do this. I can't do this. Painting over it isn't working. That bubble is there. I can't ignore it. I can't just walk past it and pretend I don't see it. You know, the reason why your usual coping mechanisms aren't working right now is because the usual coping mechanisms maybe aren't actually fixing the problem. They're just making you feel better about the problem, but they're not actually fixing the problem. And now you can't ignore the problem because the usual stuff isn't working. But this is the path that you're meant to be on right now. Now, I know this was a quick reading, but that's pretty short and sweet, I would say. That's pretty clear. Let's get into the alchemy. Sun. Okay? And gold. Why are you back? Because this was in one of the Libra readings before too, and I'm like, why are you back? We just went over this. Okay. Each morning, the sun graces the night sky, summoning the dawn. Such is the energy of the sun card. With its arrival is an activation and a presence of vitality of new beginnings. It is said the sun is linked to the hero archetype and the yang dynamic in Chinese alchemy. Though through the sun's radiance, we are inclined to see ourselves fully and establish a sense of who we are. We gain confidence and clearer vision. In its light, we are assured that we too have an important role in the world. Associated with masculine dynamics, the Sun card certainly carries a risk if not kept in check. Remember, the sun never actually sets, it's the earth that pivots away. Assess whether it's time for you to awaken more fully or turn away and rest. Sunburns humble us all. Gold. Elimination, splendor, culmination. The alchemist's gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence among countless other names. For our purposes, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of the metal itself, soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun, warm and bright. It's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it. Get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemists to lose their way. Reverence is key. Go deeper. Read Robert Frost's poem, Nothing Gold Can Stay, to ponder every path as a noble path. Your gold may be entirely different from someone else's. It is important for the alchemist to respect their own unique journey toward a righteous and resplendent goal. In some wisdom traditions, gold is seen as a nectar, a sap, a honey-like substance coming from trees, bees, and even the pineal gland. Open yourself to gold's infinite sources. Huh. Need I say more? I don't think so. I think we got it. All right. Don't forget, your keyword of the day is onion. It could either mean that you need to get some more deodorant or that you need to start peeling back the layers and going deep. That is where you will find your gold. All right. I hope this resonated. And if it did, like, share, comment to help me out with the algorithm, subscribe, and hit the notification button so that you get notified every time I post a video. And I will see you in the next one.